All right, Chris, I want to ask you about your dream. I mean, obviously, you're a documentary filmmaker. You've worked in this industry. Now you're working kind of as a missionary in a lot of ways. You go to Asia to learn their culture and stuff like that. It's almost missionary work. So speak a little bit to folks that are thinking about that. They got that burden on their heart. They think it's kind of an area they're interested in, those kinds of things. Talk about your journey a little bit, the struggles, how you press through that.
I was talking the other day with someone else about culture shock. You have this idealist feeling or passion, and you start to envision what life could be if you were to move to a certain place or do a certain thing. And then you get there and you realize, I'm not hiking through mountains with a backpack to find lost tribes of people, and we're going to interact and drink tea by the waterfalls, and I'm going to live in their huts, and it's just going to be an awesome adventure life. Instead, you're, riding an old bike to class to learn language every day, and the weather's way hotter, and the bed's hotter, and people are coming into your house all the time unannounced, and all these things that you would not have thought would be part of the equation are. And I think the important thing to do when you're considering making a big life change or pursuing a big passion is to hold it lightly and realize that when you're saying yes not on your terms, on God's terms. And all he's asking is that you be obedient. I think the other thing is to realize that you can set out on a journey with a sense of calling, but when you get there, that kind of culture shock jolt of your original expectations and then reality on the ground, that difference, as you work through that, I think your calling will be tested. And I was talking with some friends who are considering moving overseas long term and taking their 3 kids to do medical work in Africa. And as we were talking and discussing, I said, what if in 2 years you find out that, your kid has a learning difference or a developmental challenge? Will you stay or will you come back? And I think I didn't mean to deter, but only to say that there's so many things that can thwart plans and test your sense of obedience or calling or passion that it could derail it. But those are just things to realize. God can use those things too. Teach you and form you. Part of the case in point is that I started out with an interest in Burma. I never knew that the finished film would be primarily footage I did not shoot in a war theater that had not even happened yet in Iraq. I thought I was going to start making, and I didn't know who I would partner with. I just knew I wanted to make a film about this amazing family that I'd met and their journey, partnering with other people to stand up to injustice wherever they find it in unique ways that I'd never seen before. That just sparked an interest. And then from there, God's in control, man. It's so a cliche, but let him be the driver. Sit in the driver's seat. Don't be a backseat driver. Just enjoy the ride and be as faithful as you can along the way.
You quoted Toby Mac about being a backseat driver, so you got to end on that. That sounds great.
I wonder if he made that up.